turns Gannon, drives it back along the ground. Kendrigan gets his puck in towards the full forward. Jerry Hall. Hall is inside. The ball goes back. Martin Joyce is racing back for the ball, and so is this. The corner forward here, Peter Kelly. Kelly gets right across the goal area. Shot from Kelly in a great block down here, and pulled in by Michael O'Brien. Being grabbed in the middle of the field here by Paul Madden. Madden pulls and pulls again, but Athenry it is who comes away from this one. In towards the goal area again. Half block down the full forward. Pulls in the ball, and that's a good point from Jerry Hall. Fierce pressure there as the Athenry team came forward. And in the end, it was Jerry Hall who drove the ball over the bar after some great defensive work by the Tourloughmore defence. 3 points to nil. 23 minutes gone in the first half, and Athenry have the lead. Up again, Paul Madden is there, but it's pulled on by Pat Hine. Hine gets it forward to his corner forward here, Peter Kelly. Kelly tries to get in the touch, eventually comes to Michael O'Brien. O'Brien trying to get forward, 3 Athenry men around him, but it's still O'Brien pulling, and O'Brien gets it forward to the midfielder, Kilcommons. Kilcommons is well hooked by Madden. There is the white helmet of Paul Madden. Paul Madden it is who gets it forward. This young player been hooshed to the ball, but it's Madden still sticking in there. Pulled on and clear down the field. And racing for the ball now is Timmy Joyce, but Cahill gets back for Athenry. Back to his other midfielder, Jerry Tracy. And eventually Tourloughmore going to the attack again. Well grabbed by Pat Chocknessy. Chocknessy being tackled by Barry Kearns. And Kearns drives the ball out over the sideline. In front of the hoardings on the far side of the field. Pat Chocknessy there winning a line ball for Tourloughmore. And the cut will be taken by the midfielder, Paul Madden. Madden going across now. 2 young hurlers, the Madden brothers, Paul and Damien, and both playing at centre field, and what a big day it is for them and their family. A lovely cut in here, half blocked down by Kilcommons and driven forward by Kilcommons. Not a great puck, but forward it goes. John Fahey racing for the ball. Fahey's being policed, but still is Fahey. And back it comes to the centre forward. And eventually it's the cornerback, Paddy Kelly, the captain, who clears for Athenry. Way across, racing for the ball is Kendrigan. Kendrigan trying to get it forward. Forward he gets it still. Kendrigan driving the ball, being policed by Noel Duffy. He taps it back. And waiting there and driving the ball forward for Tourloughmore is Damien Madden. Paul Madden is in there, but eventually breaks again towards Jerry Tracy. Tracy drives it forward in a dropping ball into the goal area. This is dangerous. They're inside. It's a square ball. Referee Lenihan points to the spot. The Athenry forwards are well inside before the dropping ball there. Relief for Tourloughmore, while Willie Burke and the defence seemed to have it covered. But the forwards were lurking inside the parallelogram, and it's a relieving free. The sun has disappeared, and so has Willie's cap. Right-handed from Willie into the centre of the field. Frank Burke is out in the middle of it now. Frank tips it across the field. Pulled on by Sean Kane, the centre half forward. In there's towards the corner forward, Peter Kelly. Kelly being hooshed and being tackled by Martin Joyce. A driving ball from Kelly across the goal yard. This is dangerous. Reaching for it there is the full forward. He's trying to pull, get it out, but it's Patsy Clark who comes away from the ruck. Here comes Clark. He loses Hurley. The hand pass from Clark to Noel Duffy, and a great clearance from Duffy. Tourloughmore onto the attack now. Noel Duffy drives it forward. Timmy Joyce pulls it. Here comes John Burke. John Burke, a lovely driving ball from Burke. There's nobody to avail of the opportunity. The ball has gone wide there. Tourloughmore playing good, fast ground hurling there, getting into a good attacking position, but the ball went wide. A puck out for Athenry. And here comes Matty Gannon, another hanging, raking, powerful drive from Gannon. Sean Kane is under with us. Michael O'Brien who knocks it forward. Breaks eventually to the centre forward, Kane. He hand passes it in. Martin Joyce is going back. The full forward comes out. Patsy Clark is on the floor, but he gets up well. And here comes the full back Clark out to O'Brien. O'Brien from Munard. This puck being blocked down, but here comes Michael O'Brien, the captain again. Still being tackled and beaten, this time by Sean Kane. Kane gets it in. Back there is John Ford. Here comes John Ford racing for the ball now. Ford being tackled. Tries taps it into the centre. Good hurling here from Ford. John Ford, the club secretary, drives it forward. John Burke is in here. Burke has been tackled and beaten by the fullback here, Jim Feeney. Feeney and out towards the touchline is coming here. A shoulder here, and it's Francis Ford who has come into the game. And this is John Ford. John Ford forward there. And he's been tackled, he's been fouled. And Francis Ford has come into the Tourloughmore team at this particular stage of the game, and it's a free here for Tourloughmore, and it will be taken by the number 8 Damien Madden. Madden in the black helmet. A left-handed striker. A driving ball from Madden, drops it in, and this is a good attack now for Tourloughmore. Inside they go for it. John Burke is in there. The big man from Killearn tries to get a stick to it. Out to Frank Burke. Here comes Frank Burke here. Frank trying to drive forward. The man from Knockdoe being pulled on here by the cornerback. Blocked again here. And driven in here. The ball is driven in. It's high. And it's over. Francis Duffy, the scorer. Tourloughmore's first score of the game. Almost 25 minutes gone, and Francis Duffy drives over that one. Athenry 3 points, Tourloughmore 1 point. And brilliantly caught here from the hangout by John Fahey. Fahey trying to get in a swing, and he does. Swing it goes. And Athenry come forward again. They're number 5, Brendan Burke. Burke into the centre, half block down here, and it's John Duffy who drives it forward towards Kilcommons, the midfielder. The midfielder tries to drive it inside again. Inside it does. And brilliantly pulled on by Martin Joyce. There goes Joyce again. The ball lies loose around the area for a moment, being pulled on and half blocked down here. And it's Madden who's back here, the midfielder in the black helmet. And that, of course, was Damien Madden. And here again, driven forward again by Madden. Damien Madden forward here, back to Anthony Jennings. Jennings pulls on the ball. Out the wing it goes. And there goes the Damien Madden. Madden is here, loses his helmet. Back it comes to the other midfielder, Jerry Tracy. Tracy is adjudged to have been fouled, and it's a free for Athenry. Lively, fast, furious hurling here now as Tourloughmore have come into the game. That point from Francis Duffy will give inspiration to the Tourloughmore team. Free taker, Kilcommons. He drops it in, a driving high ball, very much off target here from the midfielder, Brendan Ronan Kilcommons, and the ball has gone wide. Here he comes again, the keeper, Willie Burke. Drops in the centre, Michael O'Brien is there, and eventually breaks here towards Paul Madden. Madden tries to get it up, lose the ball to Pat Hine. Hine into the centre, being tackled by John Fahey. Eventually the ball's right there to Kilcommons. Midfielder Kilcommons drives it in. In the goal is dropping in. They're trying to reach for the ball. Well blocked out here, and Martin Joyce it is who eventually clears. Joyce clears, and Francis Ford, a driving ball from Ford down towards Frank Burke. Burke pulls in the air. John Burke and Frank Burke. The Burkes are bearing down on Athenry. The Athenry defence is holding firm. Out it comes to Jennings. Jennings on the wings. But it's Francis Duffy again. Duffy pulls on the ground. In towards John Burke, and Burke has a chance here. He drops the ball. He's been tackled from all angles. In it goes to the cornerback across the goal area. Jennings in there. John Burke is in there, but the Athenry man gets it forward. Forward towards Francis Duffy. Duffy being tackled. Duffy drags it in. A left-handed ball from Duffy. Swinging to the right and just narrowly wide. Athenry holding a 2-point lead. One of the Athenry forwards, or the backs, the wing back here, has gone down injured. The captain, Paddy Kelly, it looks like a cramp. Referee Lenihan is going in to have a look at the Athenry wing back and the Athenry captain here. Some good, fast and furious hurling here. These two sides, Athenry up to now, have had a lot of easy victories in the game. Tourloughmore have steadily improved with every game. There are switches now on the Tourloughmore team. Francis Ford seems to be playing it centre field. And it looks as if Damien Madden has gone back into the half-back line. Tourloughmore playing against the breeze, and so far they've been holding well. A good puck out as the pressure comes, and Tourloughmore again. Up they go for it. Michael O'Brien drives it forward. Forward it comes. The Athenry midfielder gets in his touch, and racing for the ball here is Francis Ford. Ford pulls on the ground. On the ground, Timmy Joyce is there, and it comes to John Ford. There goes John Ford on a solid run now. Drives it in, a low ball towards John Burke. Burke tries to collect here. Burke drives it in further towards the goal area. In towards Pat Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy is beaten here by Barry Cairns. Cairns gets it foul. Up they go for it again. Rattled by Kendrigan. Kendrigan into the goal area. Dangerous ball. Willie Burke copes well with it. Good goalkeeping here by the man from Lacka. Burke forward. And eventually it breaks here towards Terence Gannon. Gannon is being tackled here. He gets his pass in towards Kendrigan. Pittigan being tackled. Judged to have been fouled here. John Kendrigan bearing down here on the Tourloughmore defence, and that's an opportunity for Athenry. Their first close-in free of the afternoon. And number 12, that is Pat Hine, will take the free here as Athenry introduce a substitute. Number 16 coming into the game. And number 16 by our programme is Mixie Donoghue. And the ball has been driven by the number 12, Pat Hine, to increase the Athenry lead over the bar. Athenry 4 points, Tourloughmore have 1. And there's about 3 minutes left in the first half of this game. A close door encounter being enjoyed here by a good crowd at Kenny Park. Out it comes again, and it's John Fahey, the centre back, who drives it forward into the middle, and there goes Timmy Joyce, left-handed from Joyce, in towards John Burke. Burke tries to grab it, slips from his hand. Forward it comes towards Mike Cahill. Cahill tries to hand pass it to Jennings. Jennings being tackled by John Ford, but he gets his puck in. Back towards Fahey, the Tourloughmore centre back. Well taken by John Fahey. A left-handed ball from Fahey into the goal area. Up the goal, Frank Burke grabs it. Out towards John Burke. Here is John Burke now. He pulls low hard, and a great save by Gannon. A driving ball from John Burke from a pass from Frank. And Matty Gannon there. Oh, the experience there of the Athenry custodian. A driving ball from John Burke, and Gannon did well. John Fahey will take the 65 metres out, almost in the centre of the field, straight in front of the post. John Fahey, the left-handed striker from Craigmore. Can he drive it over? He drives it in, swinging out towards the right. They're reaching for it, but it's too much to the right and wide. Athenry holding a 3-point lead as we come towards the half-time whistle. About less than 2 minutes to go now. Pulled on and grabbed by Kendrigan. The corner forward, the wing forward. Kendrigan drives it in, but again he drives it wide. Some very faulty shooting here from the Athenry forwards. Some good pucking out from Willie Burke, the keeper. Here he comes again. It's dark and dull here now. The threat of overhanging rain here at Kenny Park and Athenry. There goes Francis Ford. Ford, a left-handed shot. The county minor of this year, out towards his brother John. John racing for the ball here. Being tackled here by Brendan Burke. Into help here comes Timmy Joyce. The ball breaks eventually here. Then Brendan Burke. Ball back down by Timmy Joyce. Joyce bats it forward here. And there goes the number 8, Damien Madden. A driving ball from Madden in towards the goal area. Frank Burke is under it, so is Pat Shockensy. Shockensy tries to get inside, but it's number 2 for Athenry, Paddy Kelly, who drives it out towards Jennings. Jennings is being tackled on the far side here. Francis Duffy is in there. And it's a free for Tourloughmore. Coming towards the half-time whistle. And the free will be taken. It's about 25 metres out. Very much to the right of the goal on our left. And Galway County Minor star, Athenry Vocational Schools. Great player Francis Ford will take the free. The minor of this year and the star, no doubt, of years to come. Here he comes, Francis Ford, bending over this one and drives it in, dropping in front of the goal area. Dangerous. It's gone in, but the whistle had gone. Obviously, the forwards were inside before the ball, and it's relief for Athenry. A free out, which Matty Gannon, the keeper, will take. The familiar stance of Matty Gannon drives it into the centre of the field as referee Tom Lennon blows the half-time whistle. And at the end of quite a close, exciting encounter at half-time here at Kenny Park and Athenry in the County Junior A final of 1991, the score reads Athenry 4 points, Tourloughmore 1 point, and we hope that you can join us for the second half of this Galway Junior Hurling final of 1991. Marie.
No need to do such stuff.
Because you get stuck for talking, isn't it?
Time enough.
Yes. And that's right.
My headphones will go, won't you?
John Buck. Let John Ford run
But
over
I
there.
want to get the headphones.
Yeah.
John Ford. What is 564? That's him, oh yeah. What 18 years in his life? Is that his number?
There too, you know.
6 away already. Ball's there. Better start again. I think we'll start up again, Jerry. John Burke, Frank Burke, Jerry Holland is in. Jesus. That's Jerry Holland full forward. Francis Duffy. We're ready, Jerry. 1, 2, 3. Agus Sarasharish Daralat and Cliffy Shaw, and they're away again for the second half of the junior final. And we can tell you that Jerry Holland is in, and the Tourloughmore team at full forward for the second half of the game. The referee has blown for a foul, and it's a free for Tourloughmore. About 65 metres out from the Athenry goal area, and John Fahey passes it over here towards Francis Ford, and Ford will take the puck now. The score 4 points to 1. Athenry leading Tourloughmore in the junior hurling final. A slide hole up in play here as referee Tom Lenihan is looking at a Tourloughmore player here suffering obviously from a leg injury. Tourloughmore mentors John McGrath, Kevin Holland, and the club chairman, the man with the famous kit, Frank Carney, is out there as well. And Francis Duffy has recovered the wing forward, and Francis Ford will take the puck. Here he comes, bending and driving it in. A great right-handed ball dropping in as high, and what a start. What an inspirational start for Tourloughmore. Francis Ford straight over the bar, and the scores are double. Athenry have 4, Tourloughmore have 2. Tourloughmore now have wind advantage. Matty Gannon pucking against the breeze, trying to put his team into the attack. Here he comes, former county senior championship winning goalkeeper for Athenry. Up they go for it again, half blocked down out here, pulled on by Timmy Joyce, and it drives to the far side of the field, and it's Jerry Tracy. Tracy racing for the ball, beaten by Francis Duffy. Duffy gets it inside here. The fullback beats Timmy Joyce, Jim Feeney. Feeney forward along the ground, swung forward again to Francis Duffy. Duffy half pulls in the ball. Kendrigan is back there for Athenry. John Fahey is back there for Tourloughmore. Left-handed from Fahey. Blocked down again by Kilcommons. Damien Madden is in there, but it comes to Kendrigan. Sean Kendrigan of Athenry. Forward it goes, and out comes Patsy Clark. And a great clearance from Clark once again. Into the middle here. Timmy Joyce gets it forward. Jerry Holland going in. John Burke is there. The full out is Jerry Holland now. Right-handed Holland trying to go through. Swings it in. Jerry Holland inside. Matty Gannon comes forward. And for Gannon clears the lines. Now this side it comes. Roland Kilcommons being beaten by Francis Ford. And there goes Ford. Cuts inside. Beautiful hurling from Ford. Tries to get it inside with the fullback. Feeney comes across. And here is wing-back Jennings. Jennings is trying to get the ball. Loses control. And the ball slips of a stick. And it's a line ball for Tourloughmore. It's about 35 metres out, and Francis Ford will try to tap this one into the parallelogram, or who knows, maybe over the bar. Here he comes, number 18 on his back. He cuts it in, a mighty stroke across the goal area. Jerry Holland is out there, tries to get it, but eventually it's the captain, Paddy Kelly, who gets it for Athenry. Kelly under pressure, out over the far side, and it's a line ball again. Athenry holding on to the 2-point lead. 4 minutes into the